Hi guys, David here at Reform Physical Therapy and Pilates in downtown Cleveland. This week we are talking about impingement syndrome of the shoulder. So today on Fitness Friday, I am going to show you just some really early on exercises that I would do with a patient. This is the phase where they're coming in really at the beginning of their treatment and their shoulder's pretty inflamed. They're having trouble doing even their basic activities of daily living with it, getting dressed, doing their hair, putting on shirts, things that are pretty painful, not just really rigorous things, but even everyday things. So my idea at first is to really just kind of calm inflammation, to kind of create some lubrication and put some very light and tolerable tension through that tendon. Because when we talk about impingement syndrome, really what we're treating is a tendon. Now it has a lot to do with position of the shoulder, the amount of control that someone has during the shoulder, and we'll get more into that next week. But I just want to show a few light exercises that I might do just to try and let someone move, hopefully without a lot of pain through their shoulder, to just try and create some lubrication, pumping out some edema, get some light tension through that tendon to kind of help it start to heal itself. So first, I'm going to go on to my back. Let's say my right arm is the arm with the problem, my right shoulder. I have a towel here just to kind of take my arm up to the level of my body so it's not down here, which already kind of puts my shoulder in a weird position. Now it's nice and open. Now I don't even need this weight at first, but what I'm going to have people do, I might just have them move back and forth, and I want them to be very cognizant. I'm just doing a little rotation of my shoulder. I want them to be very cognizant of their arm here. I don't want them to let it tilt forward, and as I come back, I want them to let it tilt backwards. So I want that shoulder blade to stay very quiet along the back of my back, on my rib cage, and I just want it to come down and forward. I might even put my other hand here just to be aware that I'm not over tilting it. Back and forth. And because it's very easy, I can have them do a lot of them. I can have them do 25, 30, or 40. At this point, high repetition is good. That's what we want. Easy, but high repetition. If that's too easy, I might have them use a little weight. But that's only if they can do it without pain and with good control of their shoulder blade and their shoulder position. Okay? Number 2, I would be on the side here. My left shoulder has the problem. It would just be some very light abduction work in lying down. So this is a lot easier to raise my arm up here this way than it is if I was standing against gravity. It's just the way that the gravitational force is working on my skeleton and my joint. It's a lot easier for my joint to perform correctly this way. Sometimes this is even painful for people because they'll have trouble and it's just too much tension through the tendon here in that shoulder to do that. So sometimes I'll just have them start with an easy punch. And using this shorter lever arm this way can be easier for that shoulder. And it's just starting to kind of get it to move. I don't want them to do this in standing, only in lying down. Once again, that might be a 20 to 30 repetition thing, something pretty easy, but they're finally getting it to move. And I'm looking at the controller. Are they hunching? I try to say, keep it down, feel that ball roll in the socket. Okay. So those are 2 quick exercises I might do. A last one that I might give people, typically I'm going to see people with their shoulders really rolled forward that have impingement problems because that position, you'll learn about this next week, can really help to close down that space and cause pinching of that tendon. So I'll have people, and I'll do it from the side, I'll have people just work on unrolling their shoulders. I'll say, take those shoulders, roll them back and down. Feel those shoulder blade muscles kind of pull you back, and then relax. Back and down, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Good. Just roll them back and down. Try to put them into your back pockets. And not only is it great for kind of giving an active stretch to the chest, but it's also good for just activating those shoulder blade muscles in the back, which are going to be really, really important to controlling the impingement syndrome, not only helping it to heal, but controlling it in the future and have it not come back. So those are 3 exercises that if I saw you on the first day at Reform for Physical Therapy, I may give you. If you have a problem with impingement syndrome, we have a lot of experience treating it, so come on in, we'll help you out. Thank you.